Welcome everybody to Icarus. My name is Axfield. Now I haven't played this game in a very long time and so much have changed, but this is a beautiful looking game. I always thought it's a beautiful looking game, but there was just so many issues starting out with the game. But the developers are posting new updates literally every week since they started, or since they brought the game out in the initial early access. So I'm going to go through a whole bunch of changes that they brought into the game. I'm going to play a little bit, just show you all the things that have changed, and it's just really become a fun game. And also it's currently on a midweek special, I believe, so if you do see the video before the 12th of August, you can get a 50% discount on the game, and it's really worth a try. But let's jump straight into it. I'm going to start off by just showing you my base. So this is my base. It looks a little bit shabby, but I'm quite proud of it. So the material that I've used here is called a stone brick. So you've got a lot of new material since a bit more than a year ago. They've added so many different materials. So I've got the stone brick currently, and here you can see all the different materials that you get. I believe the strongest material that you could get back then when I played was the concrete wall. But now we've got the stone brick, the scoria brick, and yeah, well, I think those are your strongest materials that you can use for your walls currently. And then also we do get the ability now to get mounts. So this creature over here is called a Tyrannus. It's kind of like a mix between I would say a boar and a horse, but it's very handy indeed. Initially when they brought out the mounts, it wasn't really that great to play with the mounts. They were a little bit slow and just sluggish in general, but now since the most recent updates, the mounts is actually really useful, and especially if you need to go mine minerals. But let me just show you a little tour through the place. So I've got some electricity going here, so I've got my lights over there, all my crafting stations. So there you can see, yeah, I've got all these cables laying around. So I'm not an electrician or a logistician, so the cables here looks pretty messy, but I kind of like it. So in any case, here at the top we've got our little kitchen here where we prepare all the food. And then we've also got a bed on this side. Now this is also a thing that they brought out recently, is with your decorations you get like a thing that they call coziness. So with the coziness you actually get more buffs. So you can see at the bottom left corner I've got a buff that says 140%. So when I go into my inventory, you can see this is all the stuff that it does. So it's really worth it to make yourself a nice home, because you get the health boost, health regeneration boost, and yeah, the list just goes on. So, and I also believe you can get 3 food buffs at the same time, but not more than that. So what I want to do is I want to actually do a little mission as well, because now you've got the capability to do like little missions on an open world. I am currently in an open world, so you can see when I go onto the map, it's a really big map. So you're free to explore all of this region. So all of the black that you see here, that's unexplored territory. Now I've also got a buff or a capability to see where the bosses are, and that's something that you unlock through your talents tree. So you can see we've got 3 bosses here in this bottom left corner, so I can see them from the big map over here. Now with the open world, a big thing that was missing was the fact that you couldn't play open world, and people were really upset with that. So now you do have the capability to play open world. You can do missions, you can get access to all your workshop items, and you really have got a lot of freedom now to do what you want really. And you can, it's worth it now to build up a good base like I've got here, because you'll never lose the base now. And then also there was a big issue with the performance of the game. So I've got a pretty decent setup, and yeah, I don't know, like the game didn't perform good at all, and I couldn't put it at the highest settings. But now I've got most of the things on epic settings, and the game performs really well. But I want to show you something else that also came new, is that you can now mine exotics, which is a currency that you can find within the game. So, and you've got this like little interface, the orbital exchange interface, and then you can communicate directly to your workshop, which is like an orbital space station that can supply you with goods. Now in the past you had to physically go up to the space station with your dropship to collect all the items, but now you can just call the items in, so you can go directly to your workshop and look at all the items that you can get. There's a whole bunch of items. And also you can mine exotics in the open world, which was also impossible to do in the initial stages of the open world, but you can do that as well. So what I want to do is I want to actually request a dropship now, because I've got some exotics that I want to trade. And it looks pretty cool when you see it drop from the sky. Just look at that. So cool. Yeah, so I've got some exotics that I quickly want to drop off there. And then I want to just go straight in and do a small mission. So you get like these random missions. You get short, let's call it short-term missions. And then you also get the long-term missions, which will stretch over the whole distance of the map. But the short missions will be in your close proximity. So in any case, let's just drop these exotics off. I've only got 9 exotics, but either way, I'm going to just drop it off. I just like to see these dropships come in and out of orbit. It looks so cool. So let's just place this in here and we can deliver this back to the station. Whoa, look how cool that is. Okay, awesome stuff. Alrighty, so let's go back. We've got now a communications device or contact device, I think they call it. So I'm going to just quickly log in to open up a mission. So we can jump straight into a mission. I've got some pretty awesome gear. I've been playing for a pretty long time, so I've got the same character as what I had about more than a year ago. So I could just upgrade my character from where I left off. So I am at the highest level currently, which is level 60, but I think you can still unlock technology as you progress with the levels, but you can't go higher than level 60. So once you fill that bar, you'll just get more technology points, but I don't think you get any more talent points really. So I've maxed out all the talent points that I can. So here we go. So we've got the simple quest, which is the short ones, and the operations stretches over the whole map. But we're going to do a simple quest. So let's just see here. Down drone. Locate a down drone and protect it while it uploads its data. Time sensitive. Okay, well let's do this one. I've got good equipment. And I think my guy's got good armor. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, we've only got 900 seconds to do this. Okay. Alright, so we've got a very short time. So let's see here. Okay, we've got the down drone over there, so I'm gonna have to head out there. I've got 77 ammo left. Yeah, I think that should be fine, hopefully. Okay, but I've got to really move now to get to this drone. Oh, it says 860 seconds until the drone self-destructs. Okay, so you obviously need to just switch off the self-destruct button and then you've got to protect it, I believe. So yeah, I'm still going the right direction. But as you can see, the visuals are beautiful. I've got most of my settings on epic and the game is running really smooth. Now I've got a mid to high tier setup, so it's not the best of setup, but yeah, this is now currently most of the stuff on epic on 1080p. So yeah, it's pretty decent. Much better than it was. It almost felt unplayable to me initially when I started out with the game, but now it's really smooth. Okay, I think I don't really want to go into the river. We move much slower through the river. Okay, we're actually pretty close now already. So you see, I've got a few buffs here on my character that makes him run faster and gives him good stamina. I've also got a good food in my inventory, which boosts both my health as well as my stamina. Oh crap. Oh crappy. I think I'm gonna have to use the unstuck button over here. There we go. Alright. Back in the game. So that doesn't actually happen often. But if it does happen, they do give you an unstuck button, so that really does help. Okay, we're pretty close now. Let's see here. Now I've got to protect this drone once I find it. Is this drone in the river or something? I'm not quite sure. Am I missing something here? Just scroll in a little bit further. Oh, okay. It's on that side of the river. Oh my goodness. Gotta kind of like travel back now. So you get these wild boars. They will attack you if you get close. They're not that dangerous, but yeah. I just take them out just to get out of my way. And also to build experience. Now I've currently got the hunting rifle. So this is probably one of your best weapons that you can get. Got a wolf over there. Alright, so we're getting close now. I don't know what type of animals or creatures are going to pop out here when we have to protect this drone now. Okay, here we are. Okay, now we've got to protect this drone. We've actually got worms popping out here. Oh my goodness. %11 complete. Okay, it's actually luring all sorts of creatures. Even the worms out of the ground. So you generally find these worms in the caves. They don't really pop out in the daytime, which is kind of odd. But I suppose because it's a special mission. Okay, so obviously when you do a mission like this, when you've got to protect a drone or something, you got to make sure that you've got really good equipment. Because, yeah, if you're not buffed out for this mission, you will die. Trust me. My guy's now pretty well geared out, so... Yeah, we're now only at 52%. Oh my goodness. Now these mowers will also attack you. I'm hoping I've got enough ammo left. So that mower over there, that's juvenile. So that won't actually attack. And you can, that's how you tame the creatures, by the way, is when you find the juveniles. I think you can tame the mower and then the tyrannus, which I've got, and then also the buffaloes you'll find roaming around. But the tyrannus, as far as I know, is definitely the best one to tame. It's really hard to see with all the shadows and the vegetation here. We're at 78%. Nearly there. %91%. Okay, fantastic. We've done it. There's still creatures popping out here for some reason. Oh wow. Okay, I just need to patch myself up here. So I need a basic bandage. I need some fiber to craft that. Let's just do that quickly. I don't think there's any more creatures that's going to pop up now. Here we go. Right, so before I collect my payment, I want to actually just skin a few of these animals and get the bones from them, because we use the bones for epoxy. And when you get to the later stages of the game, you use a lot of epoxy. Promise you, so you want to really get some bones. So yeah, you can, with your contact device that you've got that you can place in your base, you can use that to do these little side quests and you'll get money for it. Not a lot, but it's a good way to build up experience and also just getting materials in general. So like I'm doing now, I don't really use the stuff that you get from the worms. They're still popping up here. What on earth? They shoot like this goop. Oh, really, man? I don't know why they're still popping out. Okay, I think I've got enough stuff now. My hunting rifle is almost completely worn out, so I think I just need to move away here. Okay, so I can choose between... I've got a bed and a rustic dresser I can get here. And then I've also got... Oops. I've got a economic attachment for the bows. I'm not really going to use that. And then here's a few food items. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to use any of this, but let's just take this. Maybe. Why not? Here we go. Oh, that thing's going to blow up in its face. Oh no. Oh, it didn't do too much damage. Okay. Well, there we go. So that mission is done. We've got 20 credits for that, which is very little if you consider what you pay for some of the items. But I'm going to just head back to the base. I'm going to just maybe use all the bones that I've got currently and just convert that into epoxy. Also got a storm approaching. So with the storms on Icarus that you find, they like very weird storms in the sense that the planet is being terraformed to be like Earth-like. So because of the whole terraforming process, the storms are just freaky and you actually can get hurt or get killed with the storm. So that's why you need to build a proper shelter, and also that's why we've got the armors. So this particular armor that I've got, I actually bought through the workshop. Now you need a lot of credits to get this specific suit, but it's totally worth it. So if you do get enough credits, you get a lot of buffs with it, which I'll maybe just quickly show you. So if you go into your inventory, you can see there the yellow is all the benefits, and if you've got the complete suit, you've got the nano armor set, so then you get all those other additional benefits. So yeah, it's really good. It's been helping me a lot. Okay, the storm's picking up pretty badly. So you, in the top right corner, you can see how the storm is progressing. So you'll see these little red zones. Now once it gets to that red, then you can actually take up quite a bit of damage. So I want to try and get back to the base before it gets to that. Although my suit's pretty strong and my guy's pretty buffed out, so I think we might actually just be okay. But just in principle, it's a good idea to head back when a storm like this hits, because you'll start taking damage over time from the exposure. I've got a little lantern here on my side as well, so you can see there, it's pretty cool. I use that for the caves. Oh my word, actually going the wrong direction. I need to go this way. You can also see the vision is starting to get bad the more intense the storm gets. So in some situations it's almost impossible to see what's happening. I just need to take some food again. Let's just take a pie, carrots and meat. There we go. I'm pretty close to the base now. No, I'm not. Oh man. See, it's actually difficult with the low visibility. I do recognize some of the territory, but I can't see at this rate. Oh, that's actually a bear. So there is a little trick with these brown bears also to avoid them. But they can see you from far, so you've got to be really vigilant when a bear attacks you, especially at the beginning stages of the game, when you've still got bad equipment. They can take you out really quickly if you're not quick and alert enough. So we're gonna head into the red zone now. You can see we're already starting to get exposure damage. Oh, for some reason the animals adapted to this region or to Icarus. They don't get any damage from these storms. Oh my word. Okay. Come on, come on. Get in, get in. Ah, we made it. I can hear the glass crack. So yeah, the aluminium roof that I've got and the stone bricks, they are pretty strong in the storm, so they won't get any damage. But I've got my little greenhouse on that side, so that's definitely going to take some damage. But we'll go patch it up now. So we're going to convert all of the bones into crushed bone, and then from there we can convert it into epoxy. Now the meats, I use some of the raw meats here for some of the recipes that I've got. So I'm going to just place maybe a few of that in there. And I think let's just put the veggies also in there. Okay, then I also want to place some meat in here, which I use for my biofuel. And the stringy meat I'm going to place into the fireplace. And we can cook that. Not that we're going to use it though, but I'm just going to cook it in any case. Alright, it does look like the storm is ceasing. There we go, just repaired my rifle. And I'm gonna just patch up the greenhouse. So that was a pretty big storm. So it caused some damage here with the weaker structures. So for example, if you've got a normal wooden house or this glass or thatch, it will get damaged. I think even the stone might have gotten damaged, but because we've got the stone brick, that's much stronger. But yeah, I've got a very neat greenhouse over here. So this greenhouse does also give buffs to any plants that you place in here. So every item or everything that you place in the game or that you build has got a practical application. And I love that, because I don't see the point in decorating anything if there's no practical application. But now I kind of do spend more time in decorating, because I know it will have a practical application in any case, so irrespective. But you can see the veggies, yeah, it's looking pretty good. I've got my carrots over here, got my corn, and those are avos, and then this is some sort of weird potato. I don't know. They say it's potato. It just looks like some sort of alien plant to me. And then we've got the tomatoes here. Yeah, they look pretty normal. But in any case, guys, what I want to say ultimately is this game has really changed a lot. The performance is so much better. The general gameplay is better. There's so much that you can do in the game. And you can just play open world indefinitely if you really want to. You can build your character up. The only thing I would say is, like with the long operations that stretches over the whole map, you have to first unlock these operations by just doing the plain missions. So you'll see here when you've got your operations tab, you've got all these different missions. Now these missions will only be unlocked if you do the individual missions first. So then when you come back to the open world, you'll have access to all of these. So yeah, that's kind of still a bummer, but either way, you can ultimately end up playing the open world and just do what you want. And then also I want to show you, when you do go to the tech tree, it's so massive really. So you've got the 4 tiers, and there's multiple items that you can research. And like I say, even though your character just goes up to level 60, you can still get all the tech that you need for your character. So you can continuously upgrade your technology still. So you'll ultimately be able to access everything if you play long enough. But there's so many different items, it's gonna take me ages to go through all the new items and all the new kits and stuff that you get within the game now. But you've got a lot of different armors that you can craft and that you can wear for yourself. Although I think currently this is the best one that I've got. I'm at the point almost of where I can do the composite armor. So here we go. So this is, I think, ultimately your best one that you'll get. It just takes very long to get to that stage where you can craft this armor. But once you get there, this is going to be the best thing that you can get. But in any case, guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to show you and talk to you about. Like I say, Icarus is currently on a special, and the game is really fun. It's well worth it. They are intending to bring out a new DLC pretty soon, but I can't give an exact date. But yeah, they are speaking of it. But in any case, guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you did enjoy it, please do remember to subscribe as well as press the bell notification button so that you may stay updated on any other games and videos that I do on building, crafting, and city building, and just open world survival. Thank you so much for watching, and then I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
In a game of adventure and strategy, we make our mark. That's the game of from the top.